Under Chief Kirkpatrick's leadership, Front Burner Fridays was created to keep New Orleans' most wanted offenders off the streets of New Orleans. Last week, that mission produced real results. Thanks to a Crimestoppers tip, Orleans Parish escapee Derek Rose was apprehended days after being featured on Front Burner Fridays. That's the power of partnership. Police, community, and media working together for one mission. While we haven't made any additional arrests this week, our focus has not shifted. Detectives continue to follow new leads, and we're using this platform to put the spotlight on all of our dangerous offenders. Today, we're highlighting 3 individuals wanted for violent crimes in our city. That's 29-year-old Willie Jackson, wanted for attempted second-degree murder. On September 15th, investigators say Jackson stabbed the victim multiple times during an altercation on Bourbon Street. Surveillance and cell phone video helped to identify him as the perpetrator. 21-year-old Gennaro Burbank, wanted for armed carjacking. Detectives say Burbank forced a woman and a 6-month-old child out of the vehicle at gunpoint before fleeing in a car. This occurred on September 11th in the 200 block of Loyola Avenue. 30-year-old Danny Lazard. Lazard is wanted for aggravated assault with a firearm. Detectives say Lazard was asked to leave a business on Drummondville Street and responded by producing a firearm and pointing it at the victim while striking the glass barrier surrounding the cash register. These cases are serious. Each one represents a threat to safety of our neighborhoods, and that's why we continue to keep putting them on the front burner until they are off the streets of New Orleans. Now shifting to another public safety priority, traffic enforcement. This effort began after citizens asked us to do more about dangerous driving. In response, Chief Kirkpatrick has tasked the Traffic Division with strategically focusing on high crash corridors across the city of New Orleans. Between October 5th and October 11th, our Traffic Division has issued more than 630 citations and conducted over 100 vehicle stops. Those stops focused on some of our busiest routes, including North Broad Street, Martin Luther King Boulevard, and Chef Mentor Highway. These results speak for themselves. Year-to-date, fatal crashes are down 20%, and traffic deaths are down 18% compared to this time last year. That means lives are saved, families are spared, and that's progress we're determined to build on. Whether it's a violent crime or reckless driving, if it endangers lives, it will be on our front burner. And as always, we can't do that alone. That's why partnership is so important and so vital. Police, community, and media. 3 voices, 1 mission. At this time, I'd like to bring up Crimestoppers CEO Darlene Costanza, whose organization has been so instrumental in this initiative. Darlene will talk a little bit about turning tips into arrests. Darlene will educate us on submitting tips and the anonymous process. All right, Darlene.
Good morning. Crimestoppers is always here as a partner. And what we want you to understand is when you do contact us, and you can contact us in multiple ways, however it is that you're contacting us, we're never going to ask specific information that's going to identify you. We're never going to share information about a tipster that could identify you to any source. So please know that what anonymous means for Crimestoppers is truly anonymous. And I talk to people because I've been doing this a long time. And if you think back over the 30 years at least that I've been here, you've never heard anybody identified. You've never heard that story come out of our organization because we make sure that your safety is our priority. So we want you to certainly use the program, continue to use the program. You have done such a great job sending in tips, and we appreciate that. I also want to say about a partnership. This week coming up, this Saturday, Monday and Tuesday, you have an opportunity to be a partner with us, with law enforcement, in the Night Out Against Crime events that are scheduled. We have something Saturday, it's a regional kickoff. We have Monday, we're going to be at Children's Hospital, and we invite you to join us from 6 to 8. And then, of course, the New Orleans kickoff is Tuesday from 4:30 to 6:30. Think about joining that. Come by, say hello, and most importantly, thank the officers and the first responders that you see there. It's important. It goes a long way. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you all. Any quick questions?
Just when it comes to the J.P. Morrell comments made about the NBA YoungBoy concert, talk about it, but if you could just talk about the security measures that you may have had, if anyone has been reached out to. As we know, a lot of people are talking about this, given that the concert is Sunday and Monday.
So we'll be working with our local, state, and federal partners to secure the event. We'll release more later on today, Shay. Yep. Anyone? Yes, ma'am.
The city council is talking a lot about the budget and overtime right now. Would bringing in the National Guard curtail some of NOPD's overtime?
So I don't have that information in front of me. If you would be so kind to submit an email request via NOPD-PI, we'd help you out.
And just
Okay.
when it comes to the No King's Day protests, as we know is happening across the U.S., are there any plans when it comes to additional security measures?
So if you give me an opportunity to get that information, I don't have that information right in front of me just yet.
It's at Lafitte Greenway this Saturday.
Okay,
And 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
okay. Yeah.
And then, oh, I'm sorry, you wanna?
I'm gonna come back to you, Shay.
Is the NOPD, working with the federal and state authorities just to monitor, any kind of, social media posts related to the concert, engaging with the concert?
Well, our local, state, and federal partners we all work together to make sure that we make a safe and a safe event for any patron that comes to the city of New Orleans. Right now we're in meetings to ensure that everyone will have a safe event.
And has NOPD in any way, shape, or form been in contact with Atlanta authorities as to why the Atlanta concert was canceled for Saturday?
That I'm not sure of right now. I'm going to go to a meeting as soon as I leave here.
So as of right now, it has not been canceled here in New Orleans?
No, it hasn't.
Also, I believe that it happened a couple of days ago, some video was released on State Street, the incident that happened on State Street. The family of the man who was critically injured sent me a text just saying, my nephew was not in custody, my nephew was not in jail, nor was he ever in the back of a police cruiser. They talk about the incident happening on October 4th. Is there any validity is there any comment to it? Or?
That's an investigation that the Public Integrity Bureau, the FIT team, investigated. The information that we stand by the release and the statements that Chief Gonthier made on yesterday addressing that issue.
The
All right.
first quarter carjacking that happened last week, y'all had released the persons of interest in that. Any updates in that?
That's still an ongoing investigation. There's no further information to release at this time.
Could you confirm that you all did notify LSED and ASM Global about concerns pertaining to the NBA YoungBoy concert?
So I can't confirm that right now, Shay. I'm going to a meeting after I leave here, and I'll be able to be fully briefed, and we'll release the information later. Later on today, we'll have it. Okay. All right. Thank you all.